From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. Oscar winner Diane Keaton has died in California.
You play very well.
Oh, yeah? So do you. Oh, God, what a dumb thing to say, right? I mean,
That's Keaton in her 1977 Academy Award-winning role in Annie Hall. She was also known for memorable performances in The Godfather, Baby Boom, Father of the Bride, and First Wives Club. Citing a family spokesperson, People magazine says she died around loved ones. Keaton was 79. After being detained by Israeli forces, the husband and activist and Dr. Nima Mashouf is expected to land in Canada tomorrow. The epidemiologist from Montreal was among several Canadians that had been aboard a flotilla attempting to bring humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip. The vessel, named the Conscience, was intercepted by Israeli military forces earlier this week. Multiple sources have told the Canadian press that several people who took part in the global Sumud flotilla are returning to Canada this weekend. The flotilla is said to have been the largest civilian-led maritime convoy in history, comprising over 50 vessels of varying sizes. Today marks the first day of rotating strikes at Canada Post following 2 weeks of a work stoppage.
Canadian Union of Postal Workers National President Jan Simpson says the union switch from a full work stoppage to rotating strikes will start the mail and parcels moving, while continuing her members' push for better collective agreements. Canada Post says mail service will resume next week, but it has suspended all service guarantees. Meanwhile, the Postal Service says it's still waiting to hear back from the union on its latest offers from October 3rd. A spokeswoman for the federal jobs minister says mediators are still available to help the two sides reach an agreement. Jason White, The Canadian Press.
Meanwhile, stateside high school homecoming celebrations in Mississippi ended with 2 separate fatal shootings last night.
Authorities saying at least 6 people are dead and many more injured.
Pull back and move over there out the way.
The scene in Heidelberg where WDAM-TV captured the police presence after the shooting that left 2 dead, both killed on campus, according to authorities who are looking to question an 18-year-old. In another homecoming shooting in Leland, 4 people were killed, according to officials. State Senator Derek Simmons says about 20 others were injured in the gunfire. Some had to be medevaced out after people gathered in downtown Leland following the football game. Simmons calling it just senseless gun violence. I'm Julie Walker.
And finally, some Toronto Blue Jays fans say they're preparing to cross the border to support the team as it takes on the Seattle Mariners in the American League Championship Series. The Jays-Mariners games typically draw a big contingent from Western Canada to T-Mobile Park, but a postseason run is adding to the enthusiasm. An extra Victoria to Seattle sailing is planned for the FRS Clipper Ferry, dubbed the Playoff Express. An example is lifelong Jays fan Alex Simpson, who told the Canadian Press that he's coming from Calgary with 5 family members to see Game 4 in Seattle, which goes Thursday in Washington State. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the pitching matchup is set for tomorrow's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. The host Toronto Blue Jays are going with ace Kevin Gausman, who was the winner in Toronto's 10-1 victory over New York to open the AL Division Series. The Seattle Mariners will counter with Bryce Miller. Seattle's options are limited after 2 of their starters pitched out of the bullpen in yesterday's 15-inning Game 5 Division Series win over Detroit. Mark Scheifele scored twice as the Winnipeg Jets held on to beat the visiting Los Angeles Kings 3-2 in the NHL this afternoon. All 7 Canadian teams are playing today with an all-Canadian matchup wrapping up action as the Edmonton Oilers are set to welcome the Vancouver Canucks. Connor McDavid and the Oilers are chasing their first win of the season after opening with a 4-3 shootout loss to visiting Calgary. And the Vancouver Whitecaps continue their pursuit of top spot in Major League Soccer's Western Conference when they visit Orlando tonight. The Caps entered the match tied for first place in the conference with 60 points. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.